Hello, I'm Kads, and welcome to today's video. Ask and you shall receive. We are doing the first ever gear cleanse on the channel. Now, this is a direct response to a poll I put up on my community tab, which we can check out here. And by the way, shout out to you guys. Thanks for getting me over 1,100 subscribers. So making the way towards, I guess, 2,000? I don't know, arbitrary goals. But nonetheless, I put up this poll here asking you guys if you wanted to see a gear cleanse, and only 62 votes, small community here, but nonetheless, an overwhelming majority, over 90%, basically said yes, and then a quarter of you said keep it short. And so we'll try. We'll see if we can make that happen for you today, but let's talk about the gear cleanse. So for starters, there's a couple of disclaimers to go over really quickly. I don't personally use any third-party software to filter my gear. I do it all manually, and so I kind of do what you can consider a pre-cleanse, where I get rid of all like the flat stats, outside of like a few exceptions. I get rid of anything with bad substats, bad rolls, etc., before they even get to my inventory. And so just I always look through my gear essentially. Even if I do multi-battles on a dungeon or whatever, I look through every single piece and I filter out the bad ones, and I only keep the ones that have any amount of potential. So thankfully we can skip the part where we go through and just see a bunch of bad pieces. There might be a few here and there that might have squeaked through, but not in the particular sets we're going to be looking at for today. The other thing to mention is that the standards for one's gear cleanse completely depends on what type of gear they have, the extent of that gear, and how far along they are in the game. As we all know, I'm very, very far into the end game, and so my standards can be relatively quite high. So you might take issue with some things I keep, some things I sell, but again, it's subjective to me, and these are the standards that I like to follow. And with that, there's a couple of like quick ground rules that we can go over. Basically, 5-star rares are kind of out. I usually don't keep those unless they are specifically a bottom piece in a damage set. So Merciless, Savage, Lethal, just because I don't have enough Savage sets to go around for all of my nukers. So even if I get 5-star rare boots that have crit rate on them, speed boots, I'm probably going to keep those. For 5-star epic, I'm not one of those people that just gets rid of all 5-star gear. I think there is some value, especially when you don't have a lot of gear in particular sets. So I don't necessarily carte blanche get rid of all 5-star gear, but 5-star epics, they must not miss good subs when they do roll. So an example, I guess this is legendary, but something like this where it has to roll the good things, or otherwise I don't really keep it. This is legendary obviously, but same rules apply for epics. Another rule I instituted for 5-star epics recently is they cannot only have speed and crit rate, because typically those were used as filler sets for me, and I have enough 6-star pieces that can be used as filler that I don't need to keep 5-star pieces that only have speed and crit rate. And then 6-star rare is basically the same as 5-star rare, except that it's expanded to be any useful set that is a bottom piece. Top pieces are automatic sells. And then of course anything that just happens to roll poor substats is probably going to be sold. So that applies across all the different rarities and ranks and whatnot. So we're actually going to be starting from the bottom, and at least on paper my plan is to go through a handful of sets: Merciless, Supersonic, Stoneskin, Protection, Perception, Divide Speed, Immortal, and Cruel, because those are the sets that happen to have most of the unleveled gear. But in the interest of time, potentially we might not get through exactly all of those gear sets. We'll see, depending on how fast or how long this is going to take. So let's start things off with the Merciless set. This is of course a DPS set, so we probably want to look for speed, crit rate, crit damage, etc., those types of substats. But if we get some good rolls on like speed, accuracy, speed resistance, I might keep it for a offset piece. So first piece here, we have a 5-star legendary double accuracy. That is okay. That is potential. If it starts to deviate, it's a little hesitant. That one, I'll keep it for now, because we are participating, I guess I'll mention this, we are participating in the artifact enhancement going on right now. And so for right now, I'm trying to not take things to level 16 just to save silver and be a little bit more efficient. So this is one where I would take it to 16 and see if it happens to come back onto speed, because double accuracy, speed with resistance and HP isn't a terrible thing, terrible combination. But since we're not taking anything to 16 in this iteration of the gear cleanse, we're not going to worry about that one, but I'll come back to it later. Speed and crit damage, okay, this is a crit damage set, or a damaging set. Attack, I don't like it when it starts to split too far apart into the different subs, so that one can go. We're not going to keep that one. Moving along, we have a 6-star mythical. Now this one does not have, it has good subs in fairness, but I'd probably want it to roll or have speed or something like that. So this is unfortunate, but we do have Chaos Ore, and Chaos Ore is fair game for these types of sets. So let's see if we can improve HP, crit damage, speed, crit. No, we made it worse. Okay, well, we tried. We tried to save it. That one's gone too. All right, Merciless is done. Moving on, Supersonic. This is a kind of a super speed set, more resistancy, but it also has a really cool effect of increasing your turn meter when the enemy buffs, so it's really nice for cutting in. And as you go deeper into the set bonus, you get decreased turn meter effects are less effective, and then turn meter fill effects cast by this champion are improved. So let's start here with the boots. Once again, we got speed boots, which are always good to have in any set. Crit rate and flat defense, not the best start, because I would have preferred the resistance and the defense, and this is kind of splitting once again. I don't like that, so we're going to sell that piece. Even though, you know, I don't have that many speed boots in the set, I don't want to keep ones that I probably won't put on anyone. So 1 roll in resistance, 1 roll in flat defense, which is okay. It can salvage it by going double resistance. Okay, that's good enough. So double resistance on speed boots in this set is very powerful, so we're going to hold on to that one. This is one I was very, very excited to see. Hopefully we can get the speed and resistance. Oh, not quite. We hit the flat. It can save itself as long, I mean, even honestly, okay, double speed, defense percentage main stat with resistance, that's a keeper. That's fine. It's not the best. It's not perfect. But again, this set, I don't have that many pieces, and so that one will suffice, so we get to keep that one as well. This one I was also interested in because I'm toying with the possibility of rebuilding my Armands into Supersonic, and that is not gonna do it, so we're gonna actually re-roll this one. I have a ton of Legendary Chaos Ore. Attack percentage, okay. Speed, crit, no. Accuracy, all right, that gets sold. That was, once again, making it worse. Bummer. Okay, moving on, we've got speed, resistance, and crit rate. And I did mention that earlier that we don't keep anything with speed and crit rate alone, but if it has speed and resistance and crit, that is fine. But hitting crit and resistance, or crit resistance, as I like to call it, is never a good combination. That's just not something I find useful. So we got speed, res, and defense. That could be good. And I usually, nope, we hit flat defense. That's gone. I do usually I usually start by rolling it to level 8, just because I know one roll is not going to tell me much. So I start with 8, typically speed crit. Okay, that's fine. Next up is double speed crits. Ugh. It's like the low rolls on speed, but I will hold on to that one for now and see what that does with further rolls. But that's pretty marginal. It's definitely on the edge. Double accuracy is good, again, for like an Armands type build. Splitting into resistance is not as good, but if it comes back and hits speed at 16, then I might keep that one. This one has really good potential here. Speed accuracy is what we're looking for. Double HP, no! That's not what we want to see. Oh, in defense, okay. We do have, like I said, we do have Chaos Ore. Can we save this? Can we save it? Accuracy, good. Defense, no. HP, no. It's worse. Oh, man. But you know what? This is like, it's good to see this, because, you know, you always see all the content creators with like the amazing busted gear, and it's just like, hey, sometimes you don't hit every god tier roll, and you get really bad ones. You just don't see that all the time. So double crit damage with I mean, it's 6-star, so I kind of want to rework it, just because Armands is a very, very important champion on my account. So if I can get really good, now this is gone. If I can get really good pieces, even with a reroll, it's definitely worth investing in. But yeah, we don't have that many pieces of 6-star legendary to go through, so that I can kind of afford to, air quotes, waste them as we've done so far. So we got a bonus roll on resistance here, speed and crit on the split. Okay, decent start. Low roll on the speed. Noted there, double crit speed with resistance and HP. Not bad. If for some reason I wanted to build a cut-in type nuker, that could be advantageous. Next up, we have Stoneskin, our lovely Hydra set. And I will mention here at the top that I do not subscribe to the UDK slow build Stoneskin garbage, and so I don't keep any. There's a lot of pieces that other people would keep in Stoneskin, but I would probably get rid of, so just keep that in mind. This one, double flat with resistance. It is speed main and it is 6-star, so I'll probably keep this, see if I can get double roll on resistance on the boots here at level 16, but for now that will suffice. But that is most definitely not what I was looking for. This one has good potential. We got the bonus speed roll, we have resistance, we have double HP, double resistance, double speed, not bad. If this comes back and hits speed, it's an automatic keeper. Ooh, flat HP. So it still has double speed, still has other HP. It's again another candidate for level 16, but it would basically have to come back and hit speed for me to really want to be excited about that one. This has good potential, speed, accuracy, and it hit flat defense. That's gone. Okay. Easy pickings. Yeah, I don't like full splits for like, I guess I'm a lot more picky with the top pieces when it comes to 6-star stuff. That's basically gone, actually. Not going to keep that one. Double crit damage, not what we're looking for. Speed, accuracy. I'm pretty picky when it comes to top row stuff, when it comes to 6-star epic. Like, it just hitting flat or hitting something that's not optimal is just not really what I'm looking for the top row. For the bottom row, because those are a lot harder to come by because you can miss on the main stat so easily. This is good. Double speed, accuracy. It's so hard to come by bottom pieces that I'm a little more lenient, but for the top pieces, it basically has to hit it. So like this one, it kind of has to hit the speed and the crit. Okay. And then ideally it's either double speed crit or double crit speed. Double speed crit, we'll keep that one. That's good. Again, I typically don't build nukers in Stoneskin, but that's a decent 6-star offset piece that it could be good potentially in the future. Resistance attack, nope, that's a bad start. Doesn't matter if it's mythical, don't really care. We're not going to reroll Stoneskin. And then we have one last piece here. This is a really good split. I wish the bonus roll was on anything else. Double speed, great start. This is basically a keeper regardless. Double speed res with accuracy and a bonus roll in HP. Boom, keeper. Essentially for myself, I do use Stoneskin. You can see it here on Galathyr, but I use it as a 2-piece set just for the resistance bonus. So it's basically for me, it's a 2-piece resistance set with a little bit of HP compared to the base resistance set, which is just the resistance. So that is how I use it. So something like this is really good for someone who I'd build in 2-piece Stoneskin just to have speed and bonus resistance. So I think that is it for the Stoneskin. Moving on to protection, which is kind of similar in terms of the bonus stats. You get a lot of speed, resistance, HP type stuff. It can be very, very fast. And this is what I'd like to build my Wixwell in whenever that fusion goes live. So let's take a look here. So we got some res, some defense, some crit. This could do a lot of different things. Let's see where this goes. Okay, it's going the crit rate route, which is fine, and defense on the split. It is somewhat arbitrary, but for me, when I get crit rate rolls on speed boots, I have to get, or I want them to be 15% or higher, which is, so that's just on the edge. So that one will be kept for now. Again, if it starts to drift at 16, then I probably still sell it. Attack percentage boots with resistance. Nope, it missed on the speed and the crit. If I'm going to use attack percentage boots, even if it's an offset, it kind of has to be perfect. So I need the speed and the crit. So that one is gone. Moving right along, we've got speed resistance in the protection set, which again is a pretty useful synergistic combo, but it's drifting into crit damage. Give it one more try to save itself. Double speed resistance. Okay, so again, another candidate for rolling to 16. It could triple speed. It could hit resistance, would be a triple roll. It could hit HP, which would be good. So that one is a keeper with potential at 16. But if it doubles crit damage, I probably will end up selling it in the end. So here we got speed and crit rate. Once again, with the flat in the middle, if it hits the flat at all, it is gone. There we go. Hit flat attack, gone. We don't keep it. So I know it seems ridiculous potentially to some people that you're selling these automatically, but once again, this is an end game filter where a lot of this stuff, it has to be perfect or there's just no point, because I'm not going to use a piece that's going to roll flat. Double speed accuracy, that is good. We'll keep that one, even though it's 5-star. I'm not sure why this one is at 11. That's weird. It's already kind of in a bad-ish spot. Double resistance speed with HP. Okay, I think that kind of saved itself. We'll keep that one. Speed resistance, if this hits attack percentage at all, it is gone. No, okay, even if at 12, if it full splits, it is gone. Okay, full split, gone. So moving right along, got a handful, or 2 more pieces, looks like. Speed crit rate. Because this is 6-star, if it does hit attack, that's probably okay because it doubled on speed or triples on speed. Okay, we'll keep that one. That's good. That could be used for a damage dealer or just someone who I want to crank a bunch of speed into. Ideally, this one would hit speed and accuracy, speed and attack, marginal, 1 chance to save itself. Speed accuracy split. Once again, another potential for level 16. If I can double accuracy or double speed, then it just becomes basically a speed and accuracy piece. So there is still some potential there. We're going to come back to perception because I do have a backlog of items in my inbox that I need to get to as well. That's part of the reason I wanted to do this cleanse. I was going to do it anyways, but we're filming it today because of the results of the poll. But we'll come back to perception because I need to clear a space out in the inbox before really getting into that. So Divine Speed is a little bit of a different animal. This is one of the pieces, or one of the sets, where I do like to try and reroll as much as possible if it starts to do things that I find desirable. So like bottom pieces, double roll single is good enough for me to re-roll, even though it is 5-star. If I can get, nope. Okay, if I get like speed boots with accuracy resist or crit rate or something, it's still going to be useful because it's just completing the set, but that one is a miss. So even though that's basically what my 5-star Chaos Ore is for, it's for divine speed bottoms and or relentless bottoms, and it has to be at least a double roll and ideally a triple roll in some cases. But let's see what this one does. We're looking for speed on the main. Nope, attack flat. Okay, that one's gone. And yeah, the Cursed City, honestly, has been really, really clutch for giving me more 5-star epic Chaos Ore. I was kind of just struggling to get it from like events and tournaments and stuff like that, and the Cursed City really helped out. If it's a full split, it gets sold, and we will not re-roll it. Double roll, okay, we'll at least give it a shot. At least they're really cheap too. Flat stat, nope, that's gone. Yeah, moving on. We got legendary boots. Same rules apply. If we can get some decent subs, we can potentially re-roll it. Or even if we get bad subs, we can potentially re-roll it. But we do not want a split. Split is not good enough because who knows, even if it rolls speed, you're going to have stats everywhere and it's just not ideal. At least, again, that's my opinion. HP percentage, not that great. Double roll, okay, there's potential. Let's see if it can triple roll. No, but it is a split. We don't have that many legendary Chaos Ore, but this is a, nope, okay. I was gonna say this has, you know, you never know, because sometimes it just like some of my best divine speed pieces, and I could show you one as an example, but some of my best pieces from divine speed were from Chaos Ore rerolls. So you never know. Sometimes it's not worth it, but that's always like hindsight 2020. But sometimes it can reroll into one of the best pieces on your account. So even though this is speed, it's flash stat on boots, which is kind of pointless. So we are going to re-roll it because it is a double single, flat HP, and we made it worse. Okay, so moving right along, we can get rid of that. Moving on, we have an accuracy chest in the speed set, which could be useful if ideally this would like triple roll speed, maybe double roll speed. Pause champ, nope, double roll, okay. Like if it had double rolled speed, I probably would have kept it as is because accuracy chest isn't the worst thing in the world. Oh, darn. Oh, if that was speed, imagine HP percentage, double speed resist. That would have been great, but no, missing, hitting flat attack double, not worth it, so we get to sell that. I do need to keep in mind that I don't have that much Chaos Ore for 5-star epic remaining, so we'll have to see. Same rule applies for this one as the last one, full split, and it's gone. Double roll has potential. Ideally, we get a good main. Defense flat. Nope, doesn't matter. Okay. We're striking out on the Chaos Ore today. Sid, it is not delivering at all one bit. A lot of accuracy chests here. You can kind of see the theme of like they have double potential. Okay, so this one I will keep as is because it's an accuracy chest in the speed set, which is always useful. Yes, it is not. Ooh, perfect. Triple roll, maximum roll on a 5-star. So, you know, of course, this is not 6-star. That would be better. But my rule of thumb is having 5-star do a job is better than having 6-star that doesn't exist, right? So, you know, you can't have these standards for gear pieces that you don't have. So if I need someone in divine speed with an accuracy chest, then that is the one that I have. I need to be a little bit more careful with the epic ones just because I do not have much resist. Hey! Look at that. Okay, potential. We want to, oop, don't do that. We want to get speed here. Oh no. Okay, I will probably still keep this because it is in the speed set. But man, that's a bummer. That would have been great. Double resist with speed, but at least that was like the first re-roll from the Chaos Ore that yielded something that's like immediately you can tell it's useful. This one we'll probably do a full split. No, we got a double roll. Okay, can we get a triple? Can we get a triple? No, double single. I will waste our last, I will use our last 6-star epic Chaos Ore. Not worth it. Okay, we got lucky on the last one, somewhat. And so we can't complain too much there. Next up, we do have this legendary chest. Same rules apply. Let's see if we can get some decent rolls. If we get a triple split, it is gone. Okay, we got at least one double. Let's see. Good main stat. Nope, and it's gone. Okay. I guess in fairness, if it happens to roll speed on a flat stat piece, I might hold on to it because it is the speed set, but that was not the case in that instance. So HP percentage, good main stat, but these subs are all over the place. And the split, and one more try. Okay, we got a double at least. Good main stat, HP percentage. Okay. Attack, defense, speed. Ooh, flat defense. Okay. Gone. Gone once again. All right. Gloves. Let's see. This one does have speed. It is defense percentage. Ideally, this would just hit speed. Maybe double speed. No, double crit rate. I honestly do hate gloves like this, where it's like HP percentage or defense percentage, but with like speed and crit on the subs, because it's just like, when would you need to use that? When would you want to build someone with damage but not damage on the gloves? It's kind of, I don't know. Maybe comment down below if you guys end up doing that on some of your champions, but I've never used that. Maybe like early game clan boss type stuff where you wanted them defensive with a little bit of crit rate. But yeah, so these I'll probably keep. It is speed set, speed roll, main stat is good, defense percentage. It doesn't have any accuracy resistance on it, but it has at least speed in the speed set. Back into the 6-star epic category. Do I actually, wait, do I even have any chaos aura? I probably don't. Okay, so we can skip 6-star epic unless it's actually a piece with direct potential. Let's check out this one. Attack percentage. No. Okay. That is not it. I guess flat stat. We can see if this one rolls speed really quickly. But yeah, if we're not gonna get anything with chaos ore for these, then I'm not gonna roll them up just yet, just because I will be itching with anticipation of what they could be, but not actually have the chaos ore to re-roll it. So we'll keep moving on. Next up, we have this flat attack piece. We're splitting, and okay, we at least got a double roll. We're gonna rework this one. Attack percentage, not what you want to see. Crit damage, crit rate. Oh man, those subs are so good. If these were crit damage with speed and the crit, oh man. And the attack was the first one, I actually would have kept it. That's a shame. Oh well, that's just not useful. The only reason I use attack percentage gloves is on bombers, and they require speed and accuracy. Ideally, you don't want crit rate because of the resurgent mastery, which can remove the bombs, which defeats the purpose. So double crit, speed, we'll keep that one. Those are always useful in the divine speed set. Champions like Ferric and the Fat, who you're using like crit rate gloves on because he's relatively squishy. Because I have mine in divine speed. Ugh, that's not a good start. Flat HP percentage double. Oh man. I don't know. I don't even know if that's worth that. That doesn't feel like it's worth re-rolling. I only have one more legendary 5-star chaos ore, so we're just gonna sell that one. I'm calling the bluff that one's actually not going to be good. That's another potential one for 6-star epic chaos ore. This one could honestly be great out of the gate. We get speed and crit, great start, and then level 12 is going to be double crit speed with crit damage. Sweet, straight up keeper. There you go. Don't even have to think about re-rolling it. This one, again, has more potential. Speed and accuracy and divine speed. Accuracy, flat HP. We're kind of drifting away from desirable. We need... Oof. And it's a full split, too, so we're not going to re-roll it. So that one just kind of missed. It missed the good subs, in my opinion. And so that one gets gone. This one is potential for chaos ore re-rolling, but it cannot full split. If it full splits, it is gone. Okay. Even though it's a double roll, it's just a gamble that that double roll is going to be something good. So I'd rather save it for pieces that are a little bit more surefire with their potential. Onto the helmets, we do have a speed roll here. This is, once again, the speed set, so that does somewhat matter. It's low rolling, though, and a double D... No, that's gone. That is gone. We don't want double defense, and that's the lowest roll possible on the speed. We're out of 5-star legendary, so we can skip those. 6-star epic, we're out of chaos ore. We're looking for anything that has speed. None of those have speed. Okay, moving on to the legendary. Next up, double flat or double split. And okay, we got some potential. We're going to re-roll this bad boy. Hopefully we get speed, resistance. Okay, speed, crit damage, speed. Ah, man, no, not good. The resistance is a great start, but if I want the resistance, I want it paired with speed. Otherwise, it's just not worth keeping. Let's see what this one does. Double. Nope, we got a split. Okay, is it going to be a triple split? No, we got a double. Okay. Same thing as the last one after the reroll, but let's see what this one does here. We don't want anything good up here. We want speed, resistance. We got speed in the divine speed set. That has potential. That could be a really, really fast piece, especially if that triple roll, so we'll hold on to that one. This one has good potential, legendary 5-star. Speed accuracy crit rate kind of just depends where it goes. Double crit, decent start, and resistance kind of drifting, but if it comes back at 16, probably or might keep that one. We got speed, accuracy, and crit combined. Accuracy crit is never a good start. I'm going to call the bluff on that one and say it's not going to come back and roll speed, even though I didn't try. But I'm betting that I'm correct there. 6-star epic. We don't have any more chaos ore. We'll skip those. On to the last of the legendary weapons. Split. Next one here is a double. Okay, potential. Rework it. Speed, and okay, we've got crit damage, resistance. Where are you going? Okay. Resistance with speed. The attack and crit damage is unfortunate, but once again, there is potential. This could triple resistance in the speed set with speed, or this could double resist into a single speed roll, which could still be useful. Not the most optimal substats, but it could. The potential is there for a decent piece, so we'll have to check that out at 16 on a different day. Yes, there we go. Speed resistance. Come on, can we get a double speed? Oh, you're drifting. I'll still keep it, but we'll see. Again, another one for 16. If that can double speed or double resistance, that is a stellar piece, even though the mythical roll didn't hit anything. Ooh, that has really great potential. Okay, we have a triple roll on the mythical stat. Crit rate, I'm gonna re-roll this one, and we'll just pray that we can get something amazing. Attack percentage, no. Crit damage, again. Crit rate, speed, no, not good enough. If this was like a Merciless set or something, maybe I would keep that. But in the Divine Speed set, I don't really need that much crit damage stacked into one set. Let's move on to Immortal and Cruel. These will go a little bit quicker just because we are not looking to re-roll these at all. 5-star rare. In this case, if it hits the flat, it's gone, even though it's speed boots. I would love to get accuracy, but if I'm going to use rare, once again, I do want it to be a double roll. We've got HP percentage boots, and these are kind of already bad, and it doubled flat. Okay, that's gone. I was just seeing, I remember keeping these just to see if they could fix themselves on the level 12, and I wanted to wait for artifact enhancement, so that one is gone. We got speed boots with potential for crit rate and HP in the Immortal set, which is quite strong. One flat is already a notch in the coffin, or a nail in the coffin, and the full split, we don't want to see that. Even though it's Immortal, that's just not good enough. If I wanted crit rate on them, I'd want it to be a double roll, and I'd probably fill. I mean, Immortal is one of the easiest sets to fill on, so I'd probably go opt for the top row instead of trying to force them into the bottoms. Double flat, doesn't matter if it rolled crit rate, 6-star, don't care. Flat stat is not what we're looking for the same rule as earlier, where I can, if I want Immortal, I can fill it in on the top row, so I don't need bad bottom row pieces. Rare, this is main stat thing for Immortal, just in case I want to build someone a little bit tankier. Damage dealers, double speed with crit. It's okay. It is okay. It's not amazing, but it's okay, and it's good enough to keep and potentially use on someone. Accuracy, resistance, split, which is kind of indeterminate. Defense percentage is the main stat. Double resistance, accuracy. It's going in a weird direction, but at 16, maybe it'll come back to speed, and then it's a really good piece. With resistance, bonus accuracy, and some speed, so we'll hold on to that one. Speed crit res, if this goes in a weird direction, it gets gone. Speed crit, that's probably going to be sold just because it's going to be, yeah, full split. Okay, the crit rate has to be pretty good for me to want to keep that. I'm primarily keeping that one for speed and resistance. Speed and crit, like I mentioned earlier, one of the rules is that for 5-star, we don't want to hold on to too many of those, because I had too many of those. And yeah, that one hit flat, so that one's gone. This one here, we're looking for speed and accuracy if it hits crit damage at all. Okay, shouldn't have jinxed it, shouldn't have said anything. If it hit crit damage, it was going to be gone. So this one here, again, looking for speed and accuracy. The crit rate is more of a bonus, double speed. Okay, and level 12 is going to be crit. That is not what we're looking for. So I know it seems crazy to sell that, but trust me, I have tons of pieces that are speed and crit across multitudes of sets. And so that's just not what we're looking for from Immortal, especially because I have so much Immortal overall. And like resilience too. I'm very, very bad with my resilience gear, because it's like the easiest filler set. That one's a split on 5-star, which is just not good, because I'd rather it pick between accuracy and resistance. And the best that one could do is split between all three, which I don't want to keep anyways. This one, ideally double speed or double accuracy, and we'll keep it. Oh, but it's so low. I don't like the speed roll. That's a 12. Like the minimum roll, 444. We don't want to keep that one. Speed accuracy, hit the flat. Okay, it's gone. Like I said, these are going to be real quick. I'm very quick with these. Like I look at them when I get them from Clan Boss, and I see, okay, it could roll, it could double single, double or whatever, and we just kind of go from there. But once we roll it up, it's pretty quick. So double resistance, speed with accuracy and HP in the Immortal, great. That has great potential. I'd love to see where that's going to go at level 16. This one's all over the place. Speed, accuracy, crit rate, crit damage. It can go in a multitude of ways. Double crit. Maybe if it hits speed here, crit damage. No, this is not a damage set, so I really don't care about trying to min-max my Immortal gear for damage. So if it happens to roll good stats, then like sure, I'll keep it. But in that case, it's just kind of drifting, and ideally I'd want the speed. Triple crit, I'll probably hold on to that one just to see what it does at 16. Could quad crit rate, that'd be kind of cool. Speed accuracy is probably what we're looking for, or speed res. I guess it could be either. We just don't want speed and crit. Speed res, okay, we'll keep that one. See what it does at 16. This one, you can kind of see the trend here of what we keep. Speed accuracy, crit rate. Basically the same thing. Speed accuracy split, low roll on the speed noted. And okay, that's better than a 12. At least it's not the minimum. Again, we'll keep that one. Whoop, almost skipped a step there, because if we hit like double flat, this one can probably go. Hitting HP, it is immortal. You see my instinct there, like instantly sell it because I didn't get what I wanted, and I should have sold it. I knew. My sixth sense told me that like that one's not gonna fix itself, and we wasted silver. Rip. Okay, speed accuracy is what we're looking for here. If we hit the flat at all, it's basically gone. Speed defense, that's in a low roll on the speed. There's no point. I have plenty of pieces with speed and accuracy that have done better than that with lower investment. Next up, we have the helmet speed res. Helmets are very hard to come by. Like, you don't realize it. No, we don't want that. Helmets are harder to come by than you might think, just because it has all the potential of all the substats compared to the weapon, which can't have attack. Or the weapon can't have defense stats, and the shield can't have attack stats. So the helmet kind of gets the ugly stepchild syndrome of having every potential thing, which just means you're more likely to get bad combinations than good ones. And so it's actually harder than you think to get good helmets. So if we can get a double speed resist, that would be great, or a double resist speed. We'll keep that one. I wish that flat attack was HP percentage or something else, but that one is not going to, or that one's not going to be level because speed crit. Yeah, I wish that one had more to it, like HP percentage, defense percentage, but nonetheless, it is a pretty decent piece. Resistance and crit rate is just not, once again, a useful combination. And if I was going to use a piece like that, it would basically need to be 6-star and have something else on it. Speed accuracy, what we're looking for here. If we hit the flat defense, basically gone. Double speed, okay, good potential. Triple speed, pause champ. Double speed accuracy, good. That's a great piece. That's a helmet, once again, a good helmet to have just to fill the Immortal set, because again, that is quite difficult to do. This one had some potential, but it was starting to drift, and so I saved it for later. It came back and hit accuracy. I'll see what that one does at 16, once again, because it is a helmet, so I'm a little bit more lenient on hitting bad subs, because if that one could double speed accuracy or double accuracy speed, that's again another good piece. Double crit there. Probably not going to fix itself, because that would have to hit speed, and I just don't believe that's going to do it. So speed res, if we hit crit damage, this one is gone. Crit damage, okay. I need to quit saying that, because whenever I say that, it like doubles on crit damage. I'm jinxing myself. Yeah, we're just going to stay silent and hope. Okay, there we go. That's the strategy. All right. Speed resistance and double resistance speed. Once again, I might keep that. I think later on I'm going to go through all of my Immortal gear and just see the quality of all of these rolls compared to one another, because like I don't need like 6 pieces that have double resistance and accuracy, or double resistance and speed, for example. And so that's like a further audit that I would do down the road. But for the purpose of this video, we're just kind of seeing what potential there is. So if this hits flat attack, or this hits attack percentage at all, it is gone. Yep, there we go. Called it. So we can sell that piece. But yeah, I do advise people to kind of like, even after you do a cleanse, like go through and look at your gear again, just to see, specifically in certain sets where you tend to accumulate a lot: perception, resilience, if you're a heavy forger, immortal, cruel. And don't just look at like, hey, all of these pieces are good. Look at how many of said good pieces you have and like pick the best, because if no one's wearing it, then it's really not that good, right? So if I have 5 weapons that all have double accuracy speed, then I'm just going to keep like 2. Because if I needed them on someone, they'd be on someone. So the fact that they're unequipped means that you probably don't need them. And then if you're not using them, you probably don't need 5, 6, 10 copies of that same piece. So pick the best, or find the best and keep them. My recommendation. Speed crit, we don't want to keep that 5-star. And I think, is that it for epics? Yes. Legendaries. Speed res crit, once again looking for speed res. Flat HP would be okay. Not optimal, but okay if we do happen to drift that way. But I shouldn't have said that. We'll see what that does at 16. That could be good. It could double speed resist or double resist speed with HP roll, which has potential resistance and attack. I don't even know what to do with that one, so we're going to sell it. Okay, moving right along. Got speed, accuracy, crit rate with some HP. Whoops, misclick there. Go to level 8. Let's see. Ideally, speed, accuracy, crit rate. We do not like that combination. Same thing as resistance, crit rate. It could be useful, but again, the only reason I would want to combine accuracy and crit rate would be in like perception sets or something where it's pushing accuracy and or crit rate. Triple crit rate in Immortal is nice, especially with the speed and the accuracy on the subs. So there we go. Immortal is done. Moving on to Cruel. Let's see what we got here. I have no clue why. Okay, that's one that squeaked through. All right, I don't know why I kept that one. Must have misclicked when I closed out of the clan boss menu. HP percentage with speed and accuracy. This one, because it's in the Cruel set, it basically has to be perfect, because if I want to support, I don't want them in Cruel, right, with HP percentage, speed and accuracy. So that one had to roll right. This is defense percentage, kind of same thing here, where it's like defense percentage great, but it's in the Cruel set, which is not ideal. But double speed, crit rate with crit damage, good. Obviously, you know, if this was 6-star, that'd be better. But like I said earlier, in the absence of not having anything, I'd rather have 5-star than no chest. So this one, crit damage with crit rate, but it's rolling into defense. It kind of needed to like double crit to save it, and nope, it's all over the place. Okay, gone. Even though it's crit damage main stat in the Cruel set, the subs are just not gonna help any usable build. And so for me, it doesn't matter. So here, this one had some potential. It is defense percentage main stat. And this is something that I would definitely flag as an offset piece. And so we have defense percentage with double speed and accuracy with some resist. Attack percentage is kind of irrelevant. And so I don't look at this one as a Cruel set piece. I look at that as an offset bottom piece for someone who just wants to be a little bit tankier with some speed and some accuracy. So that is good to note. I'd love to see where that one rolls at 16. Double accuracy, potential, but it kind of has to come back and hit speed. Okay, so that one, again, another 16 candidate. We'll see what that rolls some other day. Speed accuracy is what we're looking for here, and defense percentage accuracy is not it. So yeah, we're not keeping that one. Things have to roll in the right direction for it to be warranted. Same thing, speed accuracy, what we're looking for, or I guess crit rate, because this is a damage set. I forgot to include that. So double accuracy, again, with the speed. Once again, another candidate for like a further audit down the line of like, I don't need 5 shields that are double accuracy speed. So something for me to do down the line. But for the purposes of this video, we're just going through and seeing what has good potential. We hit defense percentage on that one. Don't really like it. It's a support stat shield in a damage set, so we don't really care about that one. This is a helmet, so ideally this would be just good, but it cannot hit resistance here. It has to hit speed. Okay, we'll keep that one. Once again, helmets are hard to come by all the time, so that is good potential. This one is good for a bomb type champion, so speed accuracy and attack. Speed accuracy, attack. Okay, or speed accuracy split. And double speed accuracy with attack. That is good. I was going to say if it's a full split, I probably don't want to keep it because it is 5-star. But nonetheless, that could be good for a bomb champion. Double flat HP. Insta sell. No questions asked. Okay. Moving on. Another one here. Speed accuracy with attack. Again, same thing. Could be good for a bomb champion if you want to boost their attack. But it hit HP and attack percentage. Rip. Okay. Instantly gone. So that's why, like I said, I like to start at level 8 just because rolling one thing is not really going to tell you much, particularly on higher level or higher rarity pieces, legendary, epic, mythical, etc. So rolling to 8 for me is just the standard, but I don't like to start by going to 12 because you can like triple roll a flat stat or something, and like, you know, two is enough to tell me if 3 or 2 rolls is enough to tell me if 3 rolls is worth it. This one, even though it has crit rate and it is Cruel, I don't want the resistance drift there. I would have preferred speed. I guess that's a full stop, end of the sentence. Now this one is the legendary version of the other ones we're looking at, but it drifted. Damn, okay. If that had hit speed accuracy attack, then again, we'd be in the conversation for potential for a bomb champion, but hitting both percentages is not it. Okay, so quick pause here. I did realize that I forgot to check where we were in the artifact enhancement. We were in the zone there, just running through the gear, and we actually did manage to max it all the way out, which I guess I never really talk about how far I usually go in these, but at the bare minimum for like a fusion or Titan events, I do make sure to get the points, but I typically do same thing as I showed today, where I still kind of gear cleanse a little bit cheaper option than taking things to level 16 just to get the ancient shard. In this case, I don't need the epic tome, but if there was something else out there, like a chaos ore, for example, I would typically go all the way out to the end. So this is not foreign for what I normally do for artifact enhancement. But just to keep, I went to the inventory to make put more stuff in here, and so just to make sure that we completely empty out the inventory backlog there, I am going to go through the perception stuff as I promised, and then we'll call it a video here. So hopefully this has been fairly helpful, just a little peek into the mindset of how I deal with gear. And it's not been too long. I guess we'll see in the edit, because I don't know. You guys know how long the video is, but I obviously do not yet, because I'm just still here recording. So that one had speed with crit, but it didn't roll the crit. This one needs to roll resistance. Okay. It needs to double resistance. Okay. Speed boots 6-star, perception with resistance. Good. That is a keeper. Same thing here, kind of has to roll resistance or we don't keep it. Okay, attack percentage, not what we're looking for. So once again, rares, the standard is still there. I'll still keep them if they're bottom pieces, specifically or particularly boots, but they still have to do exactly what I need. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. Honestly, I don't know why this one got through. That's weird. Must have misclicked in the forge. Okay, I don't waste Chaos Ore on perception just because we get so much of it that it just doesn't really warrant re-rolling. You can just forge more pieces and basically get what you need. Defense percentage of speed and crit rate. It's not the best, but it's hard to come by a lot of those pieces sometimes in perception set if you're building a defensive based nuker, so that could be advantageous. This one is a bit of a rip because it's accuracy in the perception set, but it rolled crit rate, which we don't really care about on a person who wants an accuracy chest, and we're really looking for speed there, so that is unfortunate. Once again, accuracy chest. Ideally, this would triple roll speed. No, double flat. Okay. That one is gone too. Next chest is this one here. You're sensing a pattern here of the accuracy chests because honestly, I just don't get that many like main stat chest, defense percentage, HP percentage, and double flat again. Man, we're just striking out here on the accuracy chests. I somehow, for some reason, I don't get that many HP percentage, defense percentage chests in perception. And basically, as soon as I do get one, it goes on someone because I just need them so often and so badly. And so you're rarely going to see those lying around. So accuracy chest, but it only rolled once into speed. That's just not strong enough. I have plenty of double rolls that I can lean back on if I really needed to put someone in an accuracy chest. Crit damage again, same thing. We're looking for double rolls if it's rare. Ideally even higher if it's higher. I think this is, no, it's a defense percentage one. I was thinking maybe I have one. Resistance chests, honestly, I don't use these. I never have, but the potential is always there for me to use one in some type of build, not if it rolls that way. But so I do tend to hold on to them. However, I do make sure that it's at least like 6-star just because I don't, like I said, I haven't used one yet. And so if I'm going to use one, I want it to be really good. Attack percentage with crit damage and crit rate and speed. Crit damage is not optimal, but crit rate kind of saves it. It is attack percentage. That could be useful. It's on the slower side of the spectrum, but nonetheless, it could be useful. Attack percentage with speed and accuracy. This could be great for bomb champion, unless it does that. If it doubles crit damage, it's gone. Double accuracy, not the best, but I will hold on to it just in case someone just happens to be like super fast already and they don't need much more speed in a bomber build, and then the accuracy is more advantageous. 5-star rare, but it is a good main stat, or double resistance in the perception set. You never know. Those can really come in handy just to finish out a set. Now we're on to the legendary gloves. Ideally, this hits speed and resistance. Flat is not good. You have one chance to save yourself. Double speed. Okay, we'll keep that one. And once again, it's just hard to come by bottom pieces in the set. Now, I did say that I typically don't chaos or perception, but the one exception to that is mythical pieces because I just don't have that many mythical pieces in general, but a full split does not meet the criteria for a reroll, so that one just gets sold. Next up, we do have this pair. Same rules apply. If we get some decent rolls, double roll there. Okay, ideally this next one is either triple or it hits the boosted one. Nope. Okay, but we'll see. We'll see what it does. Flat HP, never mind. Okay, that one's gone. All right, not worth it. You know, it's always hindsight. Hindsight with the Chaos Ore. Let's see, this one, defense percentage with nothing. I must have fat fingered a lot of perception in the forge and just not actually looked at all the pieces, because stuff like that shouldn't really be getting through. This is probably going to be kept unless it doubles flat. Yeah, that's good. It's good enough. It's not ideal. Ideally, this would be double accuracy or double speed accuracy, but this is main stat perception, which again, like I said, is hard to come by. And having a double speed with at least some accuracy makes it serviceable in a serious amount of builds. So I will keep that one. This is one I was excited about because it's crit rate with speed and accuracy and some attack, which is good for, like I mentioned, like a Ferric in the Fat type champion or anyone who's like more support-ish. Oh man, that drifted hard. Okay. Maybe not. Well, I was excited, but it could be good for someone who wants crit rate on the gloves and then good speed in the perception set, which can be hard to come by. But yeah, full splitting on that one is just, again, it's just not useful. It's okay. It's just not going to be super useful. So 6-star mythical with a double roll. I will try it because it is mythical, or we'll re-roll it. But oh man, because it's mythical. But damn, flat stat. Defense, get sold, get gone. Not worth. On to the uppers here. We've got speed and res, and oops, misclick. Okay, speed and res. This one cannot hit crit damage. Hit crit damage, get sold. GG's. Moving on. Next, shield here, speed res, same thing. We're looking for a perfect split, so it has to be double speed or double res speed or double speed res. The speed is a low roll, unfortunately, but nope, we hit flat, it gets gone. I have tons of pieces that have speed and resistance. Maybe, I mean, sometimes not enough, but it needs to be perfect because again, it's 5-star, so it has to hit everything. This one could be any number of things, double speed. Inconclusive, but it could drift to crit rate, could drift to resistance, triple speed. Okay, we'll take that. Hey, that's just a fast shield with some potential. So, okay, moving on. Speed and crit. Legendary pieces I'm willing to keep with the speed and the crit rate for 5-star, but epic and below I'm not. But hitting the HP there is not really what we're looking for. I want pieces that are definitively trending towards the speed and the crit rate, even if it's 5-star. Oops. Oh, okay. Well, did not mean to do that, but we'll take it anyways. Okay, double accuracy, crit damage. Because this has speed and HP, I will see if this one comes back and roll speed at 16 at a later date. I mean, that could still be a pretty decent piece because this is perception, so we do want to index into accuracy, speed, and crit. Okay. Speed, double speed crit, full split. We don't like full splits. I know for a lot of people that's probably a keeper piece, but once again, for me and my standards, I do not like full splits. They're just on the edge of not useful because they don't really funnel into any specific substats in general. They're just kind of all over the place and they don't really help out overall. Double speed resistance, even though it's crit damage, that's good. 6-star piece, pretty good stats. This one has amazing potential as well. Could have speed and nope, flat stat. Ugh. Oh man, hit the flat. So give it one chance to save yourself, and it was not worth it. I should have sold it. Okay, moving on. Nope, double. It's a full split there, or triple split. So this one has good potential as well. Speed, accuracy with crit damage or crit rate and defense. Okay, double accuracy. That's great. This is perception after all. Triple accuracy. Pause. Okay, no. Double accuracy with defense. Okay, 16. Another candidate for 16. Ideally, that would come back and hit speed, and that would be a really, really good piece. This one I was super excited about when I forged it in the last CVC. Hopefully we get speed with accuracy. No, come on, come back. Reel it in, reel it in. Oh, it doubled crit damage. Oh, that's painful. Now, this one is most certainly on the edge. My instinct is to sell it, but I will probably wait till 16 because if I can get single speed with double accuracy, the crit damage is just kind of a waste. But if it comes back and hits accuracy, that could still be a salvageable and useful piece. Or I could Chaos Ore it in the future at level 16. So that's not ideal, but I'll hold on to it for now. Speed accuracy on the helmets. I would love for this to double single in the accuracy and speed domains. Ugh, no, and it's went into defense. So close. Even though I do need more helmets with speed and accuracy, again, I do want them to be basically perfect. Especially if they're 5-star speed crit. We don't keep those. Only kept that for the speed and the resistance roll. So that one gets sold. Got plenty of 6-star with the speed and the crit, even in the perception set. Once again, it is forgeable, so you will have a ton of pieces, so you're just more likely to get good perception pieces, although helmets are still pretty hard to come by. Speed resistance, ideally that's what we're looking for here, and we hit nothing. All right, insta-sell. Okay, moving on. We are nearing the end here. We got speed, accuracy. Oh yeah, I remember this helmet. This was another one with potential. Oh, okay. Kind of need the double accuracy to save yourself. The split. Because it's a helmet, because it's perception, and because it has speed and accuracy, I will keep that one. Only because it's 6-star. A split like that on 5-star would just be sold. But on 6-star, it's more tolerable. But only because it's a helmet in perception. That's the only reason I'm keeping that. Otherwise, that would be an instant sell. Double speed crit with crit damage on a helmet. Great. That is excellent in perception. All right, moving on to the weapons. Speed res, we're looking for speed resistance, do not hit attack percentage. Okay, double speed, we'll take that. It's a decent start. And triple speed. Okay, triple speed with resistance. So you basically can ignore the attack percentage roll on that one. We've got speed and HP and crit. Oh, I forgot. This is speed and crit. Whoops, that one slipped through as well. Okay, speed resistance with HP. This is like the more optimal way. You want to, okay, spoke too soon. But that is the more optimal layout for speed resistance. You want like HP percentage or defense percentage. Obviously, you can't get defense percentage on a weapon, but nonetheless, HP percentage would have been nice. Speed, oh man, I'm forgetting. Speed crit. Speed crit, we don't want to keep those. That's a fairly new rule, and so these are probably things that I had forged like long before I instituted that rule, and so I didn't necessarily audit anything that was unleveled. So speed crit, man, okay. Speed crit, we don't want to keep that one. I don't know why I took that to 12. Okay, speed, accuracy, crit rate with HP. Okay, moving on to the legendary weapons. We're basically near the end, guys. So if you've stayed around this long, I definitely greatly appreciate you, and hopefully you have learned something along the way, or found some way to improve your standards if you're running into space issues, or just some things to consider when you're trying to go through your gear. Double speed with crit damage. It's okay. That's not amazing, but if it comes back and rolls crit rate at 16, that's the only reason I would want to keep that one. Speed resistance, okay, double res speed, we'll keep that one. Potential, that could double, which could be pretty useful. Double speed, double resistance. Here we have another speed resistance piece that is not good. We don't want attack percentage, and if one chance to save it, full or triple split, okay, get sold. And I guess is that it? I think that's it. Perception is done. So we made it all the way through all these sets, and we have made basically enough room. I think there's still some stragglers, but it's so like small and negligible, so we're not going to go through this small amount of pieces. But I think the goal for the day has been obtained, where we made it through. We've cleared out the inventory, so we're now back to just pure energy and refills and whatnot. So that was the main goal. We also did complete the artifact enhancement. That was the other goal. So there we go. That's going to do it for today's video. Whew. So what a doozy. This is where honestly you guys can give me a lot of feedback, since this is the inaugural gear cleanse. So was this too long? Was this too short? Too much talking? Too little talking? Let me know your thoughts and feedback on this, and we can adjust it going forward in the future. And most importantly, let me know if this is something you guys want to continue to see every once in a while. I don't do pure gear cleanses that often. I kind of mix and match, like I said, between gear cleanses and then leveling stuff from 12 to 16 just to speed run through artifact enhancement. But in this case, I was really running out of space, so I knew I needed to do more of the unleveled to 12 assessment. So yeah, let me know all of your feedback in the comment section down below. And as always, if you did find this video helpful, then be sure to hit that like button down below. And if you did enjoy the video, then be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content just like this one in the future. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.